Hello everyone and welcome back to one of our cybersecurity videos. My name is Mina and I'm a technical support specialist. I will talk today about how to prevent, how to block pornography on your devices. We've talked before the service and it's working in other videos. You can go back on the YouTube channel and search for these videos. Today, I'm going to talk about how we are going to configure the settings for iPhone to block all adults pornography and anything related to these sites on your phones and on your children's phones. So let me open the virtual machine I'm using for the testing. First of all, because iPhone, it's an Apple device. If you have an Apple computer to do that, you need to use, or you are recommended to use an application called Apple Configurator. It's available on the App Store. You can go on the App Store, download it. It has all the settings in it. What I'm about to explain today has the same, almost the same GUI, the same graphical interface, same window with the same settings. What I'm doing today can be applied on Mac machines because I don't have a Mac computer right now to show you. I'm going to use Windows and there is no Apple configurator on Windows, so I'm going to use another tool that does the same functionality. What I'm going to do is set some settings for a profile, we call it profile configuration. It has some settings in it. It will allow and it will use a DNS settings to block all pornography on the phone. Basically, let me tell you first what is happening when you try to open a website. When you go to Safari and then type google.com, you go to your internet provider. The request, not you, but I mean the request goes to your internet provider, and then ask the DNS server provided by the internet provider, or if you are using Google DNS or if you're using any other DNS servers, you just go, the request goes to the DNS server, whoever is providing the DNS server, and then ask, where is google.com? Do you know where is the server that hosts Google, the page for google.com? DNS server looks for the name and then matches with its IP address and say, yes, I know where is it. It's on that server on this country. I will redirect this request to you. So this request goes to that server and say, I want to open google.com. The server replies back, let me check. Yes, google.com. I'm hosting google.com, and then show you the page. This is simply what's happening on the browser. So it's more complicated than this, but I'm just explaining in a very simple way for everyone. So that's what's happening. So if the DNS knows where is google.com, then it will redirect you to that server that hosts google.com. Now, this service that I'm going to show you today, it's called clean browsing. Let me open the website. And by the way, first, everything I'm saying here and all other videos will be on my website. My website first is cybersecureworld.net. You will have everything listed on that one. There is a search capability here. You can type anything if you are lost and you don't know where is it, but this video will be under the category cybersecurity tools. It will be over there. So every settings I did, every name server, URLs that I'm going to mention, it will be written in a web page so you can copy and paste. So now let's go back to our video today. So this service is called cleanbrowsing.org. That's the website itself, and it's DNS filtering. What does it mean? It can filter pornography, it can filter gambling, and if you choose the paid version, you can also configure to block other stuff that you want to do. But I'm going to show you today how to use the free service on that one, which is just blocking pornography on the phones or on the devices itself. As I said, what I'm going to show you today, it's creating a what's called a profile configuration settings. It's a file that you are going to use on a solution called MDM. There is videos about that also on the YouTube. The MDM will push this setting on the phone, or iPhone, not Android. I'm talking about iPhone today. So it will push it to the iPhones and install it. Simply, it will have the settings in it, enable and disable what we will do today, and then it will make sure that it stays on the phone all the time. So if you're using Wi-Fi, if you're using mobile network, 4G, 5G, anything on your SIM card provider, the internet on the SIM card, it will always be on and it will always be filtering this. I'm using that so I can make sure that it will be always on the phone all the time. If you just go to the Wi-Fi network and add the DNS servers in it manually, if you change to 5G network, your mobile network, it will not work. And also if your child go in, or any application on the phone itself that uses uses the service to show you pornography sites on the phone, it will bypass it and disable it. So what I'm going to show you today is how we make sure that these settings are always on the phone and cannot be removed. So I'm using the service from Clean Browsing, which is filtering all pornography for your kids. If you want gambling also, you can. And then let's start. Because I don't have a Mac machine, so I'm going to use another tool the same as Apple configurator on Mac. It's called imazing.com. So it's I and then amazing.com. You open the website, you go to download and download it for your PC. I don't recommend it to download it for Mac. If you have a Mac machine, please use the official profile editor from Mac, which is called Apple configurator. You can find it on the App Store, as I said before. So I'm going to download this one. I've downloaded it already, so I'm gonna show it to you. Go to download. Here is the file. So I'm gonna double click on it and install it. Accept the agreement. Create a desktop shortcut and install. Let me minimize this one. Don't need it anymore. And it's saying launch. Yes, launch it. So we can start working on it. All right. So what I'm going to show you here, it's almost the same as Apple configurator. So what I'm going to do here, it's easy to do it on Mac machines. First, you click on this button, iOS, because I'm doing it for this settings will be for phones. If you want to do it for Mac OS, TV OS, Watch OS, you can choose. But today I'm going for iOS, which is phones and tablets. Let me go back to my notes because I can just copy and paste all the data that I'm going to show you instead of typing them. First thing is give it a name. So when you open this one, the blue circles means this field is required. It's said also required here. If it's red, it means there is something wrong you've entered. So you have to check and correct it. So I'm just going to name this one iOS Clean Browsing Always On DNS. Just any name is enough. Don't need to change this. Nothing on this page also. So go to the settings here. This is every setting on the phone and tablet. You can play with everything here from these settings. So just go look for something called DNS settings, and it's here. Be careful, I'm looking for DNS settings because if you go up, I believe there is another one called DNS proxy. So this is not the correct one. I'm looking for DNS settings. So I'm going to click on this one, add configurator payload, and then can give it a name or leave it like this. I would just like to like rename it so I know what these profiles doing. And here it's say required. There is no blue circle here, but it say here required. If you miss this one and if you don't do it, it will turn into red and say you missed something. So I'm going to choose HTTPS because this is going to the internet, and then we need to add the DNS server. So I'm going to press plus with the plus button so I can add a field here. Let me get the first DNS. There's 2 DNS servers here that you are going to use. Okay, and add another one. And that's it. I've added 2 servers. If one of them is not working, the other one will be a failover. Let's go down a little bit. What's next? I need a server URL. So I got it also from the cleanbrowsing.org website. Everything here will be on the my website under this page, the page for this video. So you can copy paste it later on. So I'm going to paste it here. And I like to check this one. This one means if these DNS servers are not working, failover, it means jump to the next one, which will be the internet provider, Wi-Fi, your internet provider at the house or at the Wi-Fi connection at the time, or on the mobile network, the SIM card provider itself. So if these settings are not, or these servers are not working for any reason, if you're not checking this one, the internet will not work. You'll try to open any website, but there is no DNS server to tell you where to go. But allow failover. If for any reason these are not working, it will just bypass it and go to the next one. Let me say, when these are not working, the pornography and gambling sites will be opened. Okay. Also, at the bottom, there is something called prohibit disablement, which means the user cannot remove these settings, cannot play with these settings. So I'm going to check this one to make sure our children cannot change it at all, or any application on the phone that tries to show something on the screen cannot do it. So I'm going to do that one. And then you need to go to restriction, add, and then what we need to do is to prevent adding VPN configurations. What is VPN configurations? Simply, when you open your browser, your Safari on your phone or tablet, and go to google.com, it goes to the DNS server provided by your internet provider. Let's say we don't have a DNS server here, or we're not using this one. So you're going to the internet provider, asking the DNS server from the internet provider to go to Google and say, I want to open google.com. Do you know where is it? The DNS server search in their tables, their list of names and IP addresses, and say, yes, I know google.com for this IP address, which is this server. You can go to this server and talk to it. Then it redirects the request to that server, and then you can the browser, I mean not you, the browser communicates with that server, say show me google.com, and say yes, I know this is google.com, and then the page shows you. Sorry, my throat hurts. I just came out from a very harsh flu disease. Anyway, what we were talking about, yes, so the request goes into the background and then opens that google.com for you. What is the VPN doing in the middle? So if you install, let's say you have this service that blocks all pornography. You open the Safari, try to open a sex site, doesn't open because it's blocking it. The DNS server say, no, we are blocking these sites, you cannot open it, it will not open for you. Even if you search on Google using this service, it will not show you anything, any search result. So if you install a VPN, you open your browser and say, let me go to this website, let's say google.com. So the request now does not go the usual way. The request goes as follows. Your request goes first to the internet provider and asks to go to the VPN server. So your internet provider knows where is this server, because it knows where is the IP address located and where is the server located, and tell you, okay, you can go to that server. Your request is redirected to the VPN server and say, I need to open google.com. Then the VPN server doesn't have any restrictions on it and say, yes, google.com is that server, you can redirect to it, and it redirects the request to the Google server and then goes with the whole process again, but you've bypassed the DNS in the middle. You're using the DNS from the VPN, not on your phone, the one that has the restrictions here that blocks all pornography. So if you install VPN, this service will be bypassed. So now I need to prevent installing or configuring VPN connection. So I'm going to restrictions, and as you can see, it's a long list. I can't search on all of this for VPN, so I'm just going for the search and type VPN. And then once you've typed it, you'll find all these settings changed to whatever VPN word inside them. So if any of these has VPN wording, it will show here. Also on the page you are opening right now, if there is a VPN word on this page, it will have a yellow circle on the tab itself. As you can see, there is a yellow circle here. So if I scroll, so I know on this tab there is something called VPN, or the word VPN is mentioned on this page. So if I go down and I found it here, yes, it is yellowed, like highlighted in yellow, and say allow adding VPN configuration. So I need to uncheck this one. So now I'm telling the phone you cannot add a VPN configuration. Okay, so that's done. Also, you need more security for your children. Let me first clear this one so I get the whole settings again, and look for where is it? Yep, this one, a setting called profile removal password. If you click on that one and you add the settings, just type a password that you can remember. If you forget this one, you will never be able to remove the profile from the phone. These settings mean the profile installed with these settings on the phone is protected with this password. If your kids or anybody else wants to show your kids something bad on the phone, they are going to remove the profile because they know the DNS prevent it and they just need to bypass it. So they will try to remove the profile. If I put a password here, the profile, when you try to remove it on the phone, it will ask for the password. So I'm just going to put any password for now, but you will have to remember this password. Write it down anywhere. If you forget this password, it will be really hard to do it, and because later on there are videos on how to use this with MDM. Even if you reset the phone, the MDM will push the settings again. The only way, if you forget this one, you go to the MDM solution and remove it from there. Remove the whole settings and try to do it from scratch. So now we've added the DNS servers, we've prevented VPN connections, and we've added a password to remove the profile. Now I'm going to file and save. If it gets like this, it means everything is alright. Let's say I forget something. Let's say I forgot to enter the password, and then I try to save. It will tell you there is an error, and it will mark where is the error so you can look for it. So I press cancel, I go to this settings, and I found there is a red line here say this field must have a value. So I forgot to do it. So if you forget something, it will tell you there is something wrong. If you put a wrong parameter in some place, it will always tell you there's something wrong. And then I try to save, and then I save it. I've already created this before, so it doesn't matter. It will ask me to replace it, and then I can close this one. If we go back to where I saved this file, it's just a very simple file. If we try to open it, let's try to open it with Notepad so I can show you what's in it. So it is written in a way that the iPhone will understand it. It will tell all the security settings that we've placed on that application. And once this is deployed to the phone, it will install everything we've done. All right. So today's video is about how to create the security profiles or the profile configurator settings. You can use this on Mac, you can use this on Windows. I'm using Windows because I don't have a Mac machine right now to show you how to do it on Apple configurator, but it's almost the same. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments. Follow us for more videos. I will show you more how to do it with the MDM solution so you can push this on your phone. Thank you. Have a good day.